Hey, what's going on, parents? Happy Teenager Tuesday. Will Perry is back with two amazing students, one also named Will and the other Carter. Will and Carter Linz, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Feeling good.
That's good.
Excited.
Welcome to the Parent Podcast. For those of you parents who missed last week, we're starting a new series called What Did My Parents Do Well, where we're interviewing a handful of graduated seniors, new freshmen in college, I guess, and where we just want to talk about what, in hindsight, what you appreciate about your parents and what they did well. Tell me, who's your mom?
So our mom is Angela Linz.
Will Perry's boss, for those of you at home.
That is true. For those of you at home, yeah, Angela is your mom and my boss, and which also means your pastor's kids.
That's true. Yep.
So tell me a little bit about maybe some things about hey, we grew up this way, but we noticed our friends, their parents weren't on staff at the church, so church was a little bit different. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we've always been at the church since we were literally babies. So we had a bunch of different friends, and some obviously didn't go to churches, some did. So I think growing up as a pastor's kid, there was a big difference between all the different kids around us. We see some with different parenting styles. Some kids were in elementary school with phones, technology like that, and we never really got to experience that at a young age.
Yeah. Well, and your mom didn't let you get social media till when?
Oh, 18.
I think this year you just got Instagram.
Yeah, 18.
Year, yeah.
I did talk with her about that.
You did.
So we do as much as we can. I try to push parents to hold off as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
What's something, did you appreciate that at the time? Or were you we have all this FOMO because we don't have social media, all of our friends do?
I typically have FOMO when I'm left out of stuff. So
Okay.
initially I used to beg for TikTok during COVID. Instagram, Snapchat, still want that, still can't get it, but it's okay. Initially we didn't like that decision, but looking back at it, we understand the dangers of social media. And even now I'd say it takes up too much time of my life. And I think it would take up a lot of time in my life if I had it earlier in high school. And so I do appreciate my mom for waiting on that.
Yeah. Were there any other rules, house rules, that you're at the time, I hate this, but now, if I look back, okay, you know what, when I was 14 or 13, or even the last couple of years, yeah, okay, in hindsight, I appreciate that rule.
Yeah, I think a big one is I'm really into TV shows and movies.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of movies that are more inappropriate, have bad scenes and things like that. But there'll be some of the shows that I see that are rated super high. All my friends are watching it. I want to watch it because I heard all the great things about it. But then there's these couple scenes in there that are really bad. And my parents said no to watching that. But I think overall, I can still enjoy other shows that are just as good. And so I don't really need to watch this one show just because of how good it is because everyone else is watching it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. What about you? Any rules?
One that stuck out to me was when we first got our driver's license, all our friends around us were, all their parents were buying them cars. And we asked our parents, we're all gonna chip in? And they were like, no, y'all need to pay, y'all need to work hard for this car. Raising money for a car is a lot of work. And so obviously we didn't like that decision. But the process of getting all that money, I definitely learned a lot. I learned how to work hard. I learned to take care of my finances in that decision. I learned how we should take care of money, and I think that's definitely gonna help me lead a better life with my finances in the future.
Oh yeah. Man, that's cool. I love that. Being in ministry, there's Angela's prominent role at Hope. Everybody knows Angela, which in turn meant everybody at least knew y'all's names and were around you. How do you feel which that also meant that people are sharing your mom, you know what I mean? There's this connection to so many people and everybody's reaching out all the time. I'm calling Angela on her, when she's off because something's going on at the church she needs to know. Even throughout all of that, how do you feel your mom and your dad really did a good job of getting to know you so they understood you and supported you for where y'all were at?
I think a good thing is we often have talks as a family and individually Like we would go to breakfasts and lunches with just like one of our parents, either like a mom or dad or both of them, and just talk about things, which I think was really good. And a good thing is they showed a lot of compassion, I feel like. And at a young age, I struggled with a lot of anxiety, and I didn't really know how to like cope with it, so I couldn't sleep really well, but I always knew that my parents' door was open if I needed to, and if I couldn't sleep, I could always go in there. I usually go to my mom because my mom was a lot nicer in the middle of the night when I needed help. So I'd like tap on her and she'd like pray with me, give me some verses and help me.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's good, yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Do you have anything to add there, Carter?
Not really.
No, that's great. He summed it
got
up.
it.
He summed up everything. I talk about a value that you kind of mentioned hard work, and like you appreciated that with the car. Are there any other life lessons that help build a value in you?
I'd say they used to always want us to serve in the church, even when we didn't want to. Like as early as middle school, we were greeting at the front doors of Frisco East. We didn't like it very much, but it definitely like instilled in us like a servant heart and to serve in church, and that definitely helped us now. I enjoy serving now. I enjoy serving in middle school groups, which I do. And if you're a parent at home, I definitely recommend letting your upperclassmen, high schoolers serve in middle school groups. It's a great experience for them, and we always need more middle school
Amen.
group leaders. So
Amen. On the
little
weekends,
advertisement for y'all, yeah.
during every service.
Of course, yeah.
Come on.
it builds patience, and there's nothing better to do than to serve at church. So,
And I think just as important as that is serving in your household as well. And so like chores, things like that, it helps you build or it helps you like work as a team, especially with your family. You're able to do things around the house, help out, just part of growing up, and you're going to need it later in life. So just start now.
What's something your parents like made you do? Like what were your chores?
Dishes, mowing the lawn.
Dishes is tough, yeah.
What dishes were
There's
tough?
something about dishes. I think the teenagers would understand, yeah.
It's like 30 minutes.
There's something about it.
Just wiped out.
Man, the killer thing is when I like to clean as I go. So then if the pot dries and all the stuff is stuck on it, and you got to do the
bad.
scraping,
Yeah.
that kills me.
People eat like cinnamon toast crunch and they'll leave like half of the cinnamon toast in there and it dries up. It gets stick to the bowl. Like just wash it out.
In your family, who does
Will's
that the
the only
most?
guy that eats cereal, so I don't know what he's talking about.
It's not.
The only guy that eats cinnamon toast crunch. So
You're
he
complaining
must be
about
talking about himself.
Bella too.
Let's talk about this. Was there a time that you were having a tough time? There was something tough going on at school, in your friend group, or something like that. And how did you appreciate how your parents handled that with you?
I think one recently was that there was a after party for one of our dances, and there was some bad things at the after party, like drugs and alcohol, or it was just alcohol. But we knew about it, and we decided not to tell our parents, and then they found out. And instead of just like, getting mad at us and flaming us, they just wanted us to know that we're always welcome to go to them when there's things like this. And they trust us enough to not do those things, but to still, go there, but not do any of the bad stuff that's going on.
How do you feel like you earn their trust?
I think
to get to that point,
it just takes time, Just if there's an error, just being able to fix it and come back with solutions that can work and help both you and your parents.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's all about consistency and consistently obeying them. Because when they see you break their trust for the first time, you basically have to restart that whole process of getting them to trust you again. And so it just takes consistently obeying them and whatever that is, and if it's chores or big things like not going to a party with alcohol. Just consistency in general.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, how do you think your mom and dad, Dan and Angela Linz,
Right.
how do you think they balanced or did a good job of balancing giving you freedom and making your own choices with also wanting to protect you and guard you from things at the same time?
I think they've done a great job at it. Just since we were little kids, balancing no's and yeses and just being able to let us have the things we want and still protect us at the same time was really good. And it's so like we'd have money and we'd earn the money ourselves, but they would make sure we don't waste it on like video games, currencies, Fortnite skins, things like that.
Yeah, you don't need those skins.
No,
right
we
now.
don't need those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a good job just moderating us, being lenient with us. And even like when we did mess up and go past the boundaries they set for us, they showed leniency afterwards in that. And so I think they found a good balance of like letting us fit in certain aspects and giving us stuff to like make us that we wanted, but also protecting us and not giving us social media early enough or not giving us phones. And I think they found the right time to give us all the stuff that we wanted.
Oh, what age were you when you got a phone?
13, 14.
13, 14?
Like 8th grade.
Yeah.
ninth
And then you
grade.
didn't actually get social media until this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
just text calls, stuff like that.
Good
games.
for you. No, there were games on there though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Roblox or no? Right now?
A little bit.
No,
A little bit.
A little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
A little bit. We play Roblox a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Roblox.
No?
My nephew used my iPad and he showed me some stuff. I'm like, this is weird. I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. There you go. Shout out Roblox to
I guess.
delete it. If your parents were listening to this, what would you say to them? How would you either encourage them or appreciate them?
I'd probably thank them for their unconditional love, compassion towards us, guiding us in the right direction. And obviously, I don't think I can do anything to repay them for everything they've done for me in my life. And I pray I can be as good of a parent as they were to me, because without them, I couldn't be the person that God wanted me to be.
Yeah.
So thank you. If they are listening to this, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Evangela's not like, come on. You want to add anything?
Yeah, I would just say pretty much everything that Carter said, just always having an open door and welcoming us with whatever troubles we had. And they never, ever got seriously mad. And if they did, they would always come back and apologize. So just showing grace, compassion, and all that comes with it.
Yeah, that's cool that they would come back and apologize if they got too heated, I guess, from their point of view and stuff. That's good. Yeah. Linz boys, thank you for joining us on the Parent
thanks,
Podcast.
man.
We
Thank you.
appreciate having you. Parents out there, always remember, you're not alone. God is with you, and so are we. Have a great week.